learning curriculum on happyandblessedhome.com. It uses a Montessori-based planning cart that you load the drawers so that you can follow along on a preschool learning curriculum. And we're doing one letter of the alphabet each week. And this week, we're on the letter B. And I just wanted to walk you through how to use Visual Montessori to plan your preschool at home. These are the Montessori sensitive periods, and basically what this is the ages during which most kids are going to be sensitive to learning in some key areas. And so I've spelled that out on a nice chart for you and provided some more detail on another chart, which basically just explains each of the key areas. And then I created a chart that you can do daily, and I like to laminate mine and then use a wipe off marker, write and wipe off marker to clear it so that I can do a new schedule each day in each of those areas. I'm happy to share with you these ideas. I hope they help you in your preschool at home, and you can find the Preschool Circle Time morning board printables and the alphabet printables at happyandblessedhome.com. So the first learning area, key learning area for preschoolers using the Montessori way is language. And this is all based on How to Raise an Amazing Child. It's a book that talks about the Montessori way of learning. And so the first category is language. And in this particular drawer for the week, I have some different flashcards with letter C words on them. Most of these words are fairly short. And this is to help introduce preschoolers to new vocabulary. There's also all sorts of coloring pages and things like that. You can see my son has already colored our cat. We have words like camp, and this is a simple do-a-dot painting project right here. So this is language. Next is order and spatial. And so for order and spatial, I went ahead and I put together a bunch of cat cards, and they're numbered on the back. And then there's a worksheet that they can put these cats in order. And so that helps them with order and spatial. There's also some puzzles in the activity pack. And again, that helps them to recognize shapes and to put together an image from the shapes, which helps with spatial recognition and knowing how shapes are ordered together. So that's our spatial and order activities for the week. Next is writing, and if you haven't seen one of these, this is a Leapfrog writing pad. It's electronic, and once you turn it on, it actually will allow the child to trace the letter that the child selects. So if you, turn it on here real quick, select a letter, maybe out of battery, then you can go ahead and trace the letter with your pen. And that's how you do the letter and practice tracing, and it'll let the child know if they've traced the letter correctly. So that's a fabulous tool for writing. Another is tracing the letter. You can put this in a cake pan and cover it with like cornmeal or rice and let the child trace the letter to learn the letter C. Also great for writing, just early writing skills are doing the do-a-dot paints on these openings here for cookie. And that is our activities for the week for writing. Next is small objects. And so I went to the store and I picked up some carrot seeds and some cucumber seeds. And I thought this would be a great activity to practice planting the seeds, or you could practice sorting the seeds if you wanted to use two different kinds of seeds. The other small object, and this is a part of the preschool printables pack, is a lace-up card, and this is a cat. So all you need is a shoestring, or if you want to go to the store and get some lace-up string, that works great. You can also take any string, yarn, and put a little tape at the end to give it a point, and then the child can go ahead and do the lace-up card. So that is our small objects activity for the week. The next is math, and that is where the cards for cats comes in handy. You can actually have the child count the number of cats as they're placing the cats on the worksheet. The other thing that we like to do is use an abacus for counting. And so we're on the letter C. We're talking about counting. You can get a toy like this, or you can use other small objects to do some counting, but have them practice counting from 1 to 10 or from 1 to 20, just as a basic learning skill. I also have this counting board. These are the numbers. It's a sound puzzle, and each of these numbers, when you lift them, will make the sound of the number. So the child can actually learn how to call out these numbers, and that is for math this week. The next is movement, and I thought this would be a really fun game. It's a cup game. So since we're on the letter C, the child will be asked to stack the cups and make shapes out of the cups, maybe make a pyramid, organize a straight line, whatever it is that they like to do. But this would be a great kind of learn a little bit about balance at the same time. So this is a great movement activity for the week, and it's based on the word cup. You could also write letters and numbers, try to get them to match matching letters and numbers, maybe upper and lowercase letters, or have them organize the cups by number. So again, a great movement activity using cups. The next is senses, and so for the week, I thought what a fun activity it would be to take some cereal and actually dump it into a tray, maybe put some other little toys in there, have them search for the toys. It's a great, easy activity for sensory experience, and if it's something like cereal, they can actually eat it and you don't have to worry about anything unless they're allergic to almonds, but in this particular case. But basically just something really simple. That's for sensory play for the letter C. For reading this week, I've selected our treasury of Curious George. So if my boys love Curious George, and it starts with a C, so this is great for the letter of the week, which is the letter C. There's loads of stories in here. The other is The Cat in the Hat, and again, this is a great practicing the sound that the letter C makes in your reading. So that's for reading for the letter C this week. The next is character, and so this little book is Count, Leap to Sleep. So the word count starts with the C sound, and so it's a good practice word for learning how to say the letter C in a word. But it's also a great bedtime storybook, and it reviews counting, which is a great activity for letter C week. What I really like about the book, and the reason why I think it teaches character, is because Leap is a very cooperative go-to-bed person. He counts his way to sleep, and then he's off to sleep. And there's no sign in here of him getting up over and over again. So that is our letter C activity for the week. This is our character book, Count, Leap to Sleep. And then finally there's music. And so there are all kinds of things you can do with music. You could do cymbals if you had them. That would be a great C instrument ornament for music. Or you could play your favorite music CD, or find a toy or some other object that you could make music with. This is a harmonica. So it just depends on what you have in your home. Find a way to make music. Clapping even can be a part of music. So very simple, great ideas for letter C week. And that covers all of our categories for the week. I hope this has given you lots of great ideas. You can find the alphabet printables at happyandblessedhome.com. For our preschool morning board series, this would be a great week to study the calendar. That's one of the things that's included in the preschool circle time morning board series of printables. So, and you can also find that at happyandblessedhome.com. So thanks so much for following along. I look forward to seeing you online. And if you like this video, I hope you give it a thumbs up and let us know.